The Hammond Collection is finally upon us. After 3 years of whatever the Amber Collection was, we finally have a good collector's line of highly posable Jurassic dinosaurs. And if you disagree, fight me. I'm just kidding. I'm a pacifist. Now, the herbivores have really had a bad rap from Mattel, since they don't sell as well as the carnivores. They've been reduced to nothing but filler in the line to fill a quota. Well, with one exception.
Why do I have you?
But the Hammond Collection has allowed the herbivorous dinosaurs a chance to shine, where they are given the love and care that they deserve to truly flesh out this world of dinosaurs. And then there's the Triceratops. I feel like the Hammond Collection Parasaurolophus is the star example of what I think the Hammond Collection should be. Taking previously unloved dinosaurs and breathing new life into them for the modern day. The painting and sculpting on this para is great. All the paint on this thing comes directly from references that were used for The Lost World. While the paint isn't as subtle as other interpretations, instead here, it's bolder, which really strikes more with the colour. My main complaints with the paint is the white stripe on the back, because it both starts and ends on the body instead of coming from the neck. And the lack of nails. She really needs to get a pedicure. Even the sculpt isn't dead on, the tail is too short, and we cannot forget its chunky cheeks, which is needed for the articulation for the head. While this isn't accurate, it's probably my favourite feature on the para. It looks like it's storing nuts for the winter. Besides the main inaccuracies to the movie, this is a near spitting image of the para we see in The Lost World. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be 100% accurate, but it's really good for the price. We all can't be Nanmu after all. Nutcracker? The only nuts this thing will be cracking are mine. This has the standard posable articulation for when it comes to dinosaurs. Its head can look left, right, up, and down. Neck can swivel. Its arms can go in, out, and legs can go in and out slightly. Its knees and ankles can bend. Then there's a bendy wire in the tail, which feels very greasy. Oh yeah, there's also a very uncanny hinge at the mouth, which lets you stare into the void. Now the articulation is really where I start to worry about this breaking. The quality control on the Hammond Collection seems really good. A definite upgrade over the Amber Collection. How did this even get past? Was there a Xenosaurus in charge or something? I do have a few quality control issues on my para. The ankle joints are quite tight, which is mainly due to them needing to hold up the rest of the figure, but sometimes I do get worried they'll pop out when I use it. Then there's the tail. When I first plugged it into the para's buttocks, the seam line on the belly split a bit, which makes me worry when I use the tail, because I'm worried it will break. With the articulation, you can make it into a lot of different poses. The main two poses is that you can turn it from a biped into a triped. This is the best I can do for all 4 legs. I can't make it look natural. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. A specific part of the sculpt that really impresses me is the crest. It's so detailed and sculpted so well, I can't imagine it any other way. This crest is based on Parasaurolophus tuberkin, I believe? I don't know. This is what happens when I try to look smart. And now onto the size comparisons. Here's Owen, the original Mattel Para. It's incredible to see the progress Mattel has made since 2018. And when they actually care. The Hammond Collection Baryonyx. Then there's my childhood Parasaurolophus. This was my para growing up. This para has been with me for many years, and was always my go-to para when I needed a herd of herbivores, or for it to bounce on a sauropod. Yes, I actually did that. I don't know why. I was a weird kid. But even to this day, this para was always my go-to para. But now that role can be passed on to its true successor. You can rest now. Then there's Nedry. So overall, Elvis here is fantastic. Oh shit! I just realized, this video is releasing the same week as that shitty looking Elvis movie. That wasn't even intentional! I can't wait till he shits himself to death on the toilet. I can't wait to see what else comes from this line. I already have the Barry. At first, I was mixed on the T-Rex because photos from Generation Jurassic made it look perfect and terrible at the same time. Just like the actual event. Hey! I don't mean it. But recent in-hand photos make it look perfect. So I'll definitely be picking it up. So I can actually have a good T-Rex. So yeah, for £24, this is great! While it's nowhere near as good as Beasts of Mesozoic figures, it's still a great figure that I would recommend getting. To be honest, I would be lying if I said these two didn't make me tempted to buy BOTM figures. But I need money first. While it isn't perfect, it still has some fantastic qualities that makes me realize they are probably going to repaint the hell out of this mold. I mean, there's the green JP one, the brown world one, there's also Parasaurolophus Lux, if they do Camp Cretaceous, which I hope they do, because I want a Scorpius. Then, there's the blue one from Dominion, which is the only other one I'll get. The para is basically going to become the Raptor of the Hammond Collection, even though there's already a Raptor.
You and I are not so different.